Hello and welcome back to our channel, A Light of Source. My name is Anna Maria, and today I will be reading a pre-channeled message by the Pleading High Council about abundance, and specifically the beliefs that we hold around abundance. Before I get to that though, just a quick announcement. This will be my last video for 2022. The Light Renegades have decided to take off the month of December to practice what we preach, so to speak, and turn inwards to focus on our own growth so that we're better equipped and better able to serve the collective going forward. We're all very excited about what the next month of healing and transformation will bring. And yeah, we're excited to start sharing new content again in 2023. We realize that a lot of the messages that we're putting out are things that we do in our day-to-day, but maybe we're not carving out enough time for that growth, enough time for the healing. So that's what we've decided to do for the next 4 weeks. And with that, I will bring up this week's message. It is it is a bit juicy. It could be a bit triggering, but I hope you'll all sit with it, and if you are triggered, see what it is in the message that's rubbing you the wrong way. Sometimes that in and of itself is telling. All right, I'll get started. Sorry, 1 sec. Okay. Good day. We are the Pleading High Council, and here with another message for you. This week we will be looking at the concept of abundance, an elusive topic for many starseeds. In today's message, we hope to help you reevaluate conscious and unconscious beliefs on the subject, to understand them, and let go of whatever is holding you back from opening up the proverbial floodgates to prosperity. We watch many of you struggle with feelings quite diametrically opposed around money, and yet, while opposing, still both so deeply rooted in the recesses of your belief systems. Deep down, an intense desire for wealth, and behind that desire, so many of you still feel unworthy and undeserving of an easy life, of the ease of living that comes with financial freedom. Many of you also convinced that the wanting of it, the striving towards it, is somehow wrong, seeing it almost as a lower vibrational desire. We ask you today to investigate and consider this belief, and take the time to trace its origins, where it comes from in your experiences to date. Start by considering the environment you were born into, your family's relationship with money, and what stories you grew up believing about rich versus poor, success versus struggle, and the impacts of those outcomes on one's character, morality, and as of late, one's spiritual standing. What trade-offs do you associate with acquisition of wealth? What role models or archetypes have shown up in your life that might be perpetuating your beliefs? What opinions can you change, and are you ready to let go of? We suggest starting with the tales and anecdotes recounted around the dinner table, the ones heard by your young ears and imprinted on your young minds, and from there moving to examples you've come across in your day-to-day lives. You might find it useful to document your beliefs around financial abundance and looking at how they may not be appropriate in your current situation anymore, as a path to guide you towards the release of any or all scripts around wealth. For example, the woman with a heart of gold who has trouble making ends meet versus the well-to-do businessman with deep pockets and questionable morals. The college student with the trust fund versus the one working 3 jobs to stay afloat. Can you step outside of these paradigms and find examples to perpetuate new beliefs? Someone with wealth who uses it for good or to change the world? The fact that you could be that someone? Then we want you to ask yourself, do you ultimately believe you are worthy of financial abundance? Do you believe having money will affect your frequency? Take the following as your permission slip from the PHC. I, insert your name here, am worthy of cultivating an easy life for myself and my family. I deserve to live my best life and enjoy comfort and luxury, whatever that looks like for me. Here you can give examples as you would during a manifestation exercise. For those of you saying, well, that's all well and good, but how can I make more money? We will answer that with a question. What makes you happy? What makes your heart sing? Finding passions and looking at ways to be of service to others often leads to some pretty airy ideas that your mind has been trained to shoot down as impractical. You may not be ready to make life-altering changes right now, and that's okay. But can you start to think about what you can call in to give you more joy? Finding ways to expand from there. Your mindset on all things affects your reality. We know you know this. We know there are many on your social media platforms who talk about calling in abundance, variations of the same messages telling you that you are worthy, messages asking you to be grateful for what you already have as a way to open yourself up to more. But have you questioned what might be blocking you from receiving? Let these messages work together in harmony. First, understanding your beliefs around money, and then working to challenge and adapt them in ways that will serve you, so that when you are manifesting and using affirmations to call in more abundance, there will be nothing getting in your way. We also want to acknowledge that the reasons for any disharmony in the material world are not the same for all of you. Each of you has come here to experience life differently, different challenges. We hope you'll dig deep to understand why you are where you are and what you may be able to do to improve your situation. This message does not need to resonate with you 100%. Take what feels right and sit with the rest. You can always come back at a later time if you're called to. Money will not always make the world go round, but until such time, it is the reality for most humans, and so we share this message. We will leave you here, and we look forward to more messages in 2023. All right, and there it is, the last message of the year. I hope you're all able to carve out some time for yourselves this holiday season. Often difficult to do with, all the family get-togethers and parties and shopping and prep work, but if you can sit with messages such as these, if you can sit with yourself, if you can sit with everything that you've been doing in 2022, everything you've been working on, maybe giving yourself the luxury of a year-end review, not with any sort of grades or anything, but just looking at all the different things you were working on and where you've come, and then maybe looking at what you'd like to bring in 2023. I did this last year and I found it to be a very powerful exercise, and I will be revisiting that list as I move into the new year to see what aspirations I had for myself in early 2022, what I've accomplished and what I need to carry over into the next year. I'm wishing you all a happy holiday season. I'm sending you all so much love. Until January.